Mm, we here, we here. AJ, my brother, how you doing? Let me do a sound check. How's the volume? How's the volume? Do a sound check. How's the volume? That's all right. It's not bad. It's not bad. What's going on? What is happening? What is going on? That's what she said. Mm. Oh yeah, I'm not driving today. I'm just gonna do this live stream for a little bit here. You know what I mean? When I do the live stream, I'm gonna hook up some of the stuff that I need to hook up in the car. So I'm not gonna be driving today, bye. I want to see if I can put this tablet up here. You know what I mean? Turn these lights off and everything. You blinding me. You blinding me. What's going on? What's happening over here? What I got going on? What I got going on? I ain't got much going on. I'm just live stream. I'm just here. I ain't got much going on. Not much, but a lot. See what lands in the pipe. Got this new tablet. Trying to see how am I going to do this? Because this is huge. It's a huge tablet. Mr. Vargas, how you doing? You hope everything went well in the hospital. You really want to know what's going on. So that's the only way. This needs to be charged 100%. I gotta see something. Let me see what we got going on. So if I could tell you, it didn't go well at all. Pastor, my brother, how you doing? It didn't go well at all. Um, it didn't go well at all. If I could just say, you know, life sometimes is unpredictable. You know what I mean? Um, sometimes you just gotta be strong. You know what I mean? You just gotta be strong and pull through. But life is unpredictable. Uh, and it fets me up. You know what I mean? It fets me up. I'm fed up. You know what I mean? I'm fed up with everything. You know what I mean? But um, like I always say, man, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I mean? And things will get better at the end of the day. You know what I mean? It's just depending on how you take things in. You know what I mean? But to tell you what happened in the hospital today, um we lost the baby. We lost the baby. She lost the baby. Um, so that's the second loss in 3 years. Um, but like I said, you know what I'm saying? We got, we got to be strong. We got to be strong. You know what I mean? I text passive earlier. Um, I was gonna text other people, but I just my state of mind wasn't in the right in the right state of mind. You know, if I must say so myself, I couldn't text nobody else. But yeah, we lost the baby, and we just gotta pull through. You know what I mean? My wife is devastated. I'm devastated. You know what I mean? But we just gotta keep going, man. We gotta just hold it strong. You know what I'm saying? We still got two other ones to look after and make sure that they got a bright future. You know what I mean? I already went through a loss, and this is my second one, so it's like there's no words that I could put together to explain how I feel emotionally or physically or mentally. You know what I mean? But I'm a strong man, and I'm gonna pull through. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pull through, and my wife is gonna pull through, and we're gonna get it together. And you know what I'm saying? Things are gonna get better as we go. You know what I mean? This world just try to bring you up and step on you without you knowing. But we're gonna pull through. You know what I'm saying? You see, I went live, right? I would have never went live. You know, so I went live because I told my wife, you know, and, I gotta keep going because if I stop, you know, God knows what hole, what dark hole am I gonna land in? You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying, keep putting through and keep going, you know what I mean? Keep pushing, keep striving for what my purpose is, whatever my purpose is. You know what I'm saying? Whatever whatever I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a purpose for each and every one of us out here. We just don't know what it is until we find out what it is. You know what I mean? But yeah, yeah, we lost the baby. What else can I say? You know what I mean? Emotionally, I'm broken. You know what I mean? I don't have that much tears in me no more. You know what I mean? Like I don't. Just to tell the truth, I don't. I'm dried up. My soul is dried up. You know what I mean? So I'm just pulling through, just trying to hope for the best after this. You know what I mean? And one of the things that get me fed up is that there's people in this world that try to instigate. You know what I'm saying? Try to poke holes. You know what I'm saying? Try to poke different. I'm just gonna put it like this. You know what I mean? If you're one of those people that are instigators, trying to like step on somebody when they're already down, I'm gonna say it like this: you're wrong, and you don't know what type of mentality or what type mindset that person is in. So instigating it's not the way to go. You know what I'm saying? Um, you don't know what the person is going through. You know what I mean? And instigating could open up a can of worms that you might not be able to close. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying it because I know that the person that's instigating is probably watching, or one of his family members is watching. Don't step on somebody that's already down. Karma is very, very, very vicious. You know what I mean? It come back fast. You know, I just got an email from some posts. I don't understand why. You know, what's the drama? What's the scenario behind whatever the case may be? But I'm already sick and tired of it. I'm fed up, and I'm just saying to stop instigating. It's not the way to go. But anyhow, how you guys are doing? I just wanted to say what that right there. Yeah, I just lost another baby, and I'm just gonna keep pushing for the better. You know what I mean? I can't think any other way. You know what I mean? What's the better? I don't know. We'll find out. I'm trying to figure something out over here. I'm trying to put this tablet the right way. I ain't got that many metals, so I'm just trying to make it fit the right way. I think the only way is to put the metals there, putting the tablet right on top, and then letting the metals. I think that's the best bet. So I push it that way. So if you guys don't know what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to um, for these metals. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to put my tablet right there. That's what I'm trying to do. That's exactly what I'm trying to do, people. See how that works out. Because the thing is, I had an iPad, and the iPad does not. For some reason, Apple did an update that the iPad does not allow you to split screen the apps. So that pissed me off, and I gave the iPad to my wife. So I said, let me go get me a tablet because they don't mess with Android. For some reason, Uber and Lyft got something going on with iOS, but they can't mess with Android. That's why the Gig U app only could be used on Android, not on iOS. Have you guys noticed that? So I I bought an Android. I still got my iPhones, but I'd rather use an Android because there's something going on with the iOS. I'm trying to tell you. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. I'm an inventor. I invent everything I could possibly try to invent. I'm an inventor. Now that that's done, we're gonna put this there, and we're gonna see how this works. Now this is a one-shot deal. If I put this there and it's not the right way, I'm done. I gotta wait until I order new metals. So I gotta put this the right way, the way I really want it. Cause once it's there, it's there. Can't go back. This is a one-time deal. This is done with my eye sockets. Holy guacamole, we did it, ain't it? I don't think we did it. Did we do it? Did we do it? No, no. What's the other one? We're missing one. Done. Get in there. One time deal. This is done. Man, if I didn't do it right. Oh, man, one landed on top of the other one, but hold on. I think we got it. I think we got it. This one landed on top of that one, man, for a little bit. Man, that's no good. That's no good because with the heat, it will come out. But that's all right because I'm getting more metals. I just need this for now. Man, I didn't know that was on top of that one. All right, we got it. Now let's see. Let's see how it looks. You know what I'm talking about? Randy, what's going on? What is happening? What you got going on over there? I heard you making a lot of money. I heard you making $400 a day. Easy. Easy. That's what I heard. I don't know. I need to learn how to do it the way you do it. That's what I need to learn. Now, my thing about this is I need it a little bit down. figure something out here because it's not working the way I want to. It's not working the way I want to. Well, maybe like that. Maybe like that. Hold on. I think I got it. But where there's a will, where there's a will, there's a way. And where there's a way, there's a will. You know what I mean? And you always find a way with the will. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, this is nice. I mean, I got a luxury car for a car. Now we got a screen up in the front, double screen. You know what I mean? With podcast with the mic and the Uber and Lyft and the headsets with the Uber and Lyft. You know what I mean? And open this bad boy up, and we got the Uber and Lyft sign over here. You know what I'm talking about? We in this. You know what I mean? So now what we do is we open up the app, right? Let me show you something. Hold on. Let me show you something what I got going on over here. We open up the app. I mean, I think the videos are gonna come out very, very nice. Hold on. Let's see if we can do something here. Close that up. Close that up. Close that up. Close that up. Hold on to that. Right? Right? Check this out. Check this out. Cut out. You know what I'm talking about? Ah, you know what I'm talking about? Ain't it? Oh, ain't. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. We in this, peoples. We in this. So we got that going, right? But what y'all don't know is this. When I do my videos, that's gonna start recording. I'm right there. I'm on the app. I'm on the earnings. But look over here on the go. Oop, there he is. Oop, there he is. I'm all over the place. We here. That's how my videos are gonna come out. So, when we stop it, right? And we go to recording, what's my right? And I go to right here. I'm right there. I'm on the app. I'm on the earnings. Oh, look over here on the go. Oh, there he is. Yeah, we're gonna be making some videos up in here, boy. Stay tuned. They coming in. They coming in. They coming in. Stay tuned. We working over here. You know what I'm saying? All right? It doesn't matter if they hurt me. I make myself laugh. You know what I'm talking about? Nothing can stop me. I'm too strong for that. We'll get back on track, man. You know what I'm talking about? Now that that's done, you know what I'm saying? This is unbelievable. We're here. That's done. You know what I mean? Now get some videos done whenever I get some energy. You know what I'm saying? Because I really don't got the energy to be working, but I'm gonna work. I gotta work because I know what happened when last time when I let myself down. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of things happen. You know what I mean? But that's done. I wanted to get that done. You know what I mean? Let the iPad charge for a little bit. So that's gonna be set up right there. You guys didn't see the way I changed everything. I changed a lot. I changed a lot in the channel too. Look at the new background and everything on the channel. You guys didn't notice that. I changed everything now. Look at this. Changed it. And you got that one right there is the one I put right there. Right here. You know what I'm saying? That should look hot. I changed that up there. Doing changes because I had to make some changes and everything, a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? That's where we at right now so far with the enchiladas. Eric, how you doing? Oh, y'all like it? Y'all like the setup? Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about this for a minute. I mean, it cost me an arm and a leg, but you know what I mean. I needed the split screen. I can't mess. I mean, I could use my phones, but something is going on with that, man. Something is going on with that. So we got this going. We're gonna be live stream from up there. This I just got it there for now. Um, what else I have to do? Man, I gotta put these lights back on because the thing is that you know I gotta put them back on, man. I hate putting these lights back on, but I gotta put them back on. Got that there. But this live stream is just me lollygagging, chatting with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Trying to clear my head out a little bit. You know what I mean? I mean, it's the only way that you go basically clear your mind out from all the negative thoughts or any type of thoughts that you might have when a tragedy happens in your life. You know what I mean? Some people can't handle it. Some people go crazy. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't have a creative. That's easy to do. That's easy to do. You want me to tell you how to do it? It's a secret. But you got my number. Shoot me a text. When I can call you, I call you, and I tell you how to do those things like that. So easy. You don't even gotta do nothing. All it takes is you talking, and it's gonna be done for you. It's gonna be done for you. Like just however you want it. You want a naked lady right there next to you, you're gonna put a naked lady right there next to you. Simple. Fat, skinny, ugly, it doesn't matter. With a thong, with fat panties, it doesn't matter. They're gonna put it there. You know what I mean? You gotta be a real YouTuber to find out where to get these things from. You know what I mean? When you're a real YouTuber, but you got some fake YouTubers out there that don't know how to do nothing. And I don't even know how to get all those views. That's the problem. It's that people click on stupid shit. When it's real stuff, nobody clicks on it. I start talking about stupid stuff, it get clicks all day. Start talking about negative stuff, I get clicks all day. You know what I mean? That's how it is. That's how YouTube is. That's easy to do, Eric. 100%. A baby could do that. You don't need to be creative. I'm not creative. I'm far, far away from creative. Life is bad, man. Life is bad. But the sad thing is that you know, life doesn't stop for nothing. It doesn't matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? Life continues, man. You know what I mean? That's the harsh part about life. That no matter what happens, you gotta continue with it. Cause what you gonna do? You know what I mean? What are you gonna do if you don't continue? Be living on this bridge. I understand. All right, back to this bullshit right here, man. I hate these things, but I gotta put them on. I gotta put them on. Man, I hope this thing doesn't fall. Shit. That shit look hard though. I mean, that thing look hard. Like I'm trying to tell you, it's hard. Man, this is the one I'm having problems with, man. I hate this freaking Lyft app. I hate it with a passion. I get it. I'll turn it on. But the problem with these Lyft amps, right? They good. They nice. You know what I mean? After a while, I got this about this. I had this already for like 6 years. This one, I had like three of them already, but this one right here is the first one they sent me. The shit that happens with these amplifiers is that the charging part back here, that's the thing that gets messed up. So when you plug it in, it does not turn on, right? You play with it, right? And the thing is, you got to play with it and find where is the son of a gun at, right? And then after you find the son of a gun, let me get the stuff before I find it. Because the thing is, that is gonna get to me. You know what I'm saying? So after you find the son of a gun, right? You're gonna need something. You're gonna need something. And you better have it before you find the son of a gun like that. Because if not, it's gonna turn off on you. You know what I'm talking about? So you find a piece of paper like this. I'm an inventor, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, I threw away three of these until I learned how to do one. You know what I mean? Grab a piece of paper like this. That's what it takes. And you start folding that son of a gun right there. Look. You start folding it. You don't even worry about what size. You start folding that. And you keep folding it until you can't no more. Right? And now you got the piece of paper folded. So now what you're gonna do is, because it's gonna turn off on you, or turn red, or it's gonna do a whole bunch of shit on you. You know what I'm saying? For like that could stay purple. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna grab it, and you gotta leave it like that, because that's where it's at right there. If you move it from there, it's gonna turn red. It's gonna turn off. But that's where it's at right there. So what you're gonna do from the back, right? You can't see too much. You're gonna grab that little piece of paper. Put that son of a gun right in the hole. In the back. Right in the hole. And you gotta make it so tight, right? But you gotta move it with your hands. You gotta make it so tight, right? Push it all in, all the way in, all the way in. And that thing ain't gonna go nowhere. Now it stays on, right? Now we gotta connect it. Now we gotta connect it. Let's see if it connects. It's like connect four. Let's pair it, because that's what it allow. Let's see if it pairs. It might not pair. It might. It's not gonna pair. It's taking too long. Let's turn it off and turn it back on. You gotta hold it like 3 seconds, 10 seconds or something like that for it to turn off. And then you let it go and let it turn back on. See if it pairs. If it doesn't pair, that means that it's not connected right. Now you gotta find the friggin' thing. That's all for it to pair. You guys don't know what I'm talking about. Is I'm looking at this right here. I'm messing with this thing right here. That's gonna pair. Because that's what happens with these stupid amps. You gotta play with it, turn it off, turn it back on. And until it don't pair, you don't stop playing with it. Now, there's something going on that is not pairing. Is my Bluetooth on this tablet? How do I turn on Bluetooth on this tablet? Bluetooth, Bluetooth. Turn on Bluetooth. Okay, Bluetooth is on. Now we gotta go back and see what's happening. Complicated freaking amp. I'm trying to tell you, bro. I don't even know why they gave these things. Leave that right there, paired up. That's what we was looking. You know what I'm talking about? So now it's connected. Now it's gonna say my hello, my name, and all that. Now it's connected. Now it's there. You know what I'm saying? Now we got things going on, moving around here. You know what I'm talking about? That's done. That's not gonna turn off. Now we'll look for the other one. I'm the creator. I mean, I'll be doing stuff. You know what I mean? I just be finding ways, man. You gotta find ways. Now we gotta turn this one on. I guess it's on. You know what I mean? But we gotta pair it. Now we gotta pair it. I had what's going on with this thing right here. Tip guarantee is here. Tip guarantee. Ain't nobody tipping anyway. What are you talking about? This thing is huge. I'm trying to, and it's fast. It's like the iPad. I didn't think the Android was gonna be that fast. This thing is hell of a fast. How do we do this? Okay, we go here. Beacon. Beacon. Allow. Pair it up. We don't know if it pairs up, if it turns on. Oh no, we gotta turn on the app. Ain't it? For it to turn on. Ooh, take a picture. They gonna start that bullshit with me. That's not gonna work. Mm, that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a problem. Taking a freaking photo. But I gotta take the photo. Hold on. Because I gotta take it on the iPad. I think I gotta take it on the tablet. Hold on. Take a photo. Choose a human. Choose a human. I want a robotic person. Software. Let's go. That's what I need. Allow using the app. Damn, I gotta take the. Where's the camera on this side? Oh no, this is gonna be horrible, peoples. That's not what the camera is at. I can't throw it sideways. It's not gonna be easy. No, you can't do it like this. Oh no, it's not easy to take a picture on this. Why they got that shit going on though? All right, so we gotta put the face right there. That's where it's at. That freaking light back there, boy. All right, all right, that's done. Oh, they didn't accept the photo. They didn't. What happened? All right, we on, ain't it? What is this? Share motion activity for better GPS. I don't like doing that. No thanks. This provide better ETA and more accurate routing to destination like apartments. You can turn this off anytime. I don't like that. None of that. Why this didn't turn on? Oh my god, look at that trip. They sending me trips. Hold on. I don't want trips. Why this didn't turn on? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. This is brutal what they sending over here. Why did this didn't turn on? Beacon. On pair. Do I gotta get a this connect? That's not a bad trip. That is not a bad trip. Maybe if I set the trip, it turns on. That is not a bad trip. Or let me turn this thing off because I'm not working. That wasn't a bad trip at all. I would have done that all day. And I don't know why this is not turning on. Hold on. It's supposed to turn on. Close all of this up. They're supposed to turn on. What? There it is. Oop, there it is. Oop, there it is. I'm trying to tell you, we find things around here. We get things done. That's done. Finito. Frosty, how you doing? That was a good trip. $26 to the loop. I mean, better than them 17s and 16s and 15s and 14s going all the way down here. You know what I mean? This thing came out fire, man. I'm trying to tell you, I'm in love with this screen right here. I mean, the way this is made. You know who made this? My wife made this for me. My wife made this. This is looking fire. I mean, I'm buying this mic. I'm buying that headset, and I'm gonna get the stickers the same way is there for my podcast. I'm gonna start podcasting as well. I'm doing little things that I'm gonna try to do. I already talked to my wife how I want to do it. But this thing came out fire. I like the way she did it. Love it. I mean, this is amazing. I had to put it on the banner. I put it on the channel picture. I mean, this thing right here, boy. I just could leave the screen like that. I didn't even have to use Uber and live on. Just leave the screen like that. You know what I'm talking about? That thing look fire. But anyhow, this is done. That's done. I gotta clean that up before I do anything else. But yeah, man, that's where we at. Um, you gotta be live for a little bit longer. I just want to get that done, put that there, taking a little breather. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a lot on my mind. Got a lot on my mind, and I appreciate everybody that tuned in on the live. And you know what I'm saying? I know it's not an energetic live like my usual lives, but you know what I'm saying. You guys gotta understand it, man. I just lost a child today, so it's like it was an unborn child. You know what I mean? We just found out about the baby. You know what I mean? It hurts, but it's not the same as when we had the 5 year old here for 5 years. That's a different. You know what I mean? You know, we devastated. My wife is devastated too, but I'm a little stronger when it comes to that. You know what I mean? Did I cry? Hell yeah, all day. You know what I'm saying? I prepared for this live right here. For me not to, what I'm saying, cry when I talk about it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I know it's not energetic. You know what I'm saying? The way I be usually doing my lives, but I had to go live. I had to go live. My wife is upstairs. You know what I'm saying? She's doing her own little thing with her thoughts, and you know what I'm saying. And then I'll be going upstairs to, for the rest of the night. Because we've been all day just, you know, what else can we do? Can't do much. I mean, can't really do much. When I lost my first one, I lost myself for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I can't lose myself this time. It's crazy though, right? We just found out about it. She was 6 weeks, 7 weeks pregnant. Her first appointment was gonna be on the 13th, which is Wednesday, and we didn't even make it. You know what I mean? Just like what happened to my 5 year old. You know what I mean? I was gonna take him to the hospital on Monday morning, and we didn't make it. You know what I mean? It's just like that's my story. You know what I mean? Today is Monday. Same thing. We went to the hospital. Baby didn't make it. You know what I mean? She had a miscarriage. Same thing with my 5 year old. You know what I mean? Woke up on that Monday and he ain't make it. So that's my story. That's my life story right there. You know what I mean? I don't know if they trying to break me, or they trying to make me, or I don't know what they trying to do with me or my wife. But what this life put us through in the last 3 years and some change, has been very, very harsh. You know what I mean? Very harsh. I gotta finish this thing up over here. And the reason I'm doing all of this is to keep my mind off whatever situation I went through or whatever situation we going through right now. You know what I mean? That's why I created YouTube in the first place when I first created it 5 years ago. You know what I mean? To take my mind off of thinking about my son like that and all that. Not that I don't want to think about my kid, but thinking is just put you in a mojo where you know you're just all over the place, man. I need something to finish up. You know, I think it's just like what my wife told me. You know what I'm saying? We got too excited fast because for what I was asking her, some people don't notice that they're gonna have a kid up to like 2 months down the line. You know what I'm saying? That's when usually you know the lady finds out that she's pregnant, like a month and a half, 2 months down the line. And she found out what 6 weeks, so almost a month and a half. You know what I mean? It was exciting for sure. What else can I do, man? What on this? That's what I need to do. So what on this? Clean that up over there. Put those things on there. I gotta see. I really want to try out the freaking tablet already. You know what I mean? I just don't want to work today, but this thing I think is gonna fall off. Let's see, there's gotta be a way. But I feel like it's gonna fall off when I'm driving. Maybe I'm not gonna be neat. Oh, messed up. Oh, trying to figure out what's my best bet with this tablet. You know what I mean? I got many options, but I need the best one to tell you the truth. Best option. That's not the best option right there. No, that is not the best option at all. bit more support. That's not enough support. So my thing is that trying to figure it out, guys. I'm trying to figure it out because that's not the way. Because I think driving, hitting bumps, it's gonna bounce off of that. So I gotta put a little bit more support on this. Hopefully. Tomorrow I will also I go to Ross and get me another phone holder. Because in reality, these phone holders, these other phones, that's exactly what they are for. Phones. I'm trying to put a heavy ass tablet on them. It's heavier than a phone. Let's see if I can make this work. This freaking double-sided tape. And the thing is that I don't even know why I keep bothering with buying stuff for these gig apps. Well, sooner or later, these gig apps are gonna be going out the door. You know what I'm saying? Sooner or later, they're gonna be going out the door. You know what I mean? Why keep buying stuff for these freaking stupid apps? I mean, I know it's for YouTube, but it's basically for the apps because that's why I'm running on these things. They're freaking stupid apps that ain't really paying that much in certain markets. I'm not gonna say in every market, but in certain markets, it's not even worth driving for Uber or Lyft. You know what I mean? Just to tell you the truth, certain markets is worth it, but certain markets, oh, I'm trying to tell you, boy. Like that. Now we put a little bit more support, which I don't think is gonna hold pretty good. But let me see, because now I can put the tablet anywhere I want with that type of support. Yeah, you see, that holds on better. But I need both. Can't do it with one. I tried it with one. It's not gonna work. I gotta put both. Let's see. That should hold it up pretty good. Let's see. I hate these. I gotta get these things in the bottom. That's so trash. Alright, that holds it up very perfectly. Now it's more supportive. Now, if I hit a bump, because if I'm hitting and it's not falling, it's not gonna fall off. Now it's perfect. 100%. I don't think so, but yeah, it's perfect. Yeah. Perfecto. Huh? That's perfect. Now, you guys want to see? I always show it to you. It's the same way. I just made it more supportive. It's more supportive now. Now I bounce on it, put some more on it. You know what I mean? Like put some more metal on that. But that thing, the fire, man. Like I like the picture. I just keep looking at it. Fire, fire to the fire. Anyway, let me see what else I got going on here. That's done. That's done. Now I gotta wipe down that over there, and I can put those lights. That's gonna be done. This charge holder. I need a charger in the front. Just doing some good long. Yeah. Um, now I gotta go to Timu. They sell these chargers at Timu. You see, like this charger. What is that? They going like this, and you see, and you got the wire, right? But they got these chargers at Timu that the wire's on the side, and then the bottom is so flat that you don't see the wire. The wire's on the side like this. I'm gonna try to get those one of those for this right here. That'll be great. Cause then the wire will be going down instead of going sideways like this. It looks like a bubble. Hell yeah. Get one of those. That's a great idea. I don't know how much they cost, but I seen it on Facebook today. Facebook got all types of freaking Temu stuff. I mean, I buy at Temu. I buy some stuff at Temu, bro. There's some good stuff there. Not all the time, but you'll find some good stuff at a good price too. If you buy a couple of things, if you buy a couple of things, you get a couple of good things at a good price. You know what I mean? You got to spend a couple of dollars. Oh, well, you gotta be careful what you're gonna get. Sometimes you get something that's not look like the picture. You know what I mean? My wife bought some stuff that looked so nice. She thought it was an elephant. You know what I mean? That she wanted to put in the living room. You know, one of those action figures or whatever the thing that your grandma always put in the living room under the TV or somewhere in the living room, elephant whatever. So she thought it was one of those things, but it was cheap. When she got it, it was a sticker that you stick anywhere. You know, what I mean, you can stick it on the refrigerator, you can stick it on a notebook. It was like a little sticker for elephant. So you gotta be careful what you order. Sometimes you might get, what I'm saying, something that you don't want to get. Like one day she decides to order silverware, like spoons, cups. You know what I'm saying, like plates to eat. Well, I got all these over here. I got. And she showed me the biggest plate. It was this small. The other ones are smaller. The cups are this small, miniature silverware. That's what she bought. She thought it was, I like, keep buying from Timu. You know what I mean? Keep buying from Timu. She buys, she still buys. But you gotta be careful what they send you. I'm trying to tell you. All right, that's done. That's done. I gotta wipe down thing right there. Yeah, team was hilarious. I mean, I try to. I mean, I buy a lot of stuff on Timu. Most of my phone holders are from Timu. Most of them. not driving today. I'm just trying to get everything situated. Chicago has been hard on my family and me. We're trying to get out of here as soon as possible, fast as we can. Trying to clean up to get on that road and find us somewhere that we would be happy instead of being here suffering, losing everything that we have just because we think it's gonna change. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting everything together, and that's what I'm doing downstairs right now. Getting my car together for like that I can get on this road comfortably and do what I gotta do to get my family out of Chicago as soon as possible. I'm trying to leave today. Trying to get my family out of here today, but you know, we just gotta live reality. That's not how you do things. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get out of Chicago. Chicago, that's it for me. You know what I mean? It took my last breath out of me. You know what I mean? They always told me, you go to Chicago, either you're gonna lose your life or you're gonna lose everything you have, little by little. And that's been happening since I've been in Chicago. I've been losing everything, little by little. Everything. You know what I mean? They didn't lie when they told me that. I'm trying to get out of Chicago, man. Get out of Chicago as soon as possible. As soon as possible. I loved Chicago when I first moved here. You know what I mean? But it's just the harsh things that Chicago has been giving me. Not me, my family. You know what I mean? Because I'm strong with it. You know what I mean? But man, can't catch a break over here, boy. Can't catch a break. That's done. That's done. Now we gotta put this there. This is a one-time deal too. Everything that I do is a one-time deal. If I don't get it done right the first time that I do it, then it's gotta be, we gotta wait until we order more stuff. Because all I got is one out of everything. So now, this is a one-time deal right here, boy. One-time deal. Let's go. Everything is a one-time deal with me. Here we go. This one is a one-time deal too. They all one-time deals. Let's get to that side real quick. Johnny, how you doing? I'm having a an okay night. I'm not gonna say a blessed night. You know what I mean? I'm having an okay night. But I'm not gonna keep talking about it. But if you want to rewind the A track a little bit, you might catch a little bit of what I was talking about. I just don't want to keep talking on the stream about it because I'm already my head is just pounding. You know what I mean? But I'm just trying to keep it together. You know what I'm saying? But I'm happy to see you. I'm glad to see you and everybody that slide through. You know what I mean? That shows support. You know what I mean? That shows love. You know what I mean? That people still here to watch me. People still here to show support no matter what I was. No matter if I haven't been on live. No matter if I haven't been posting. No matter if I lose how many channels. It doesn't matter. You guys are still here. Yeah. I don't know what God is trying to do with me, brother. God is trying to. I don't know if He's trying to make me or break me. I don't know what He's trying to do with me. I'm just trying to figure it out myself, man. Trying to see what He's trying to do with me, because in reality, I'm going a little bit nuts over here, man. One time deal right here. I can't. Man, one time boy. One time right here, boy. One time. That's that. I think we got it. So what I was trying to do over there is put those bad boys up. I gotta put those bad boys up. You know what I mean? So those are up already, up and running. Now, what's next? Ah, what's next is that I got all these stupid ass wires now all over the place, and it's not gonna be easy to get it together because this is not gonna be easy. But now what I'm gonna do is you're gonna go right in here, and you're gonna go right in here, and we're gonna put you two right over here. I'm gonna leave that like that. That's how it's gonna. That's how that's gonna roll. That's how that's gonna roll. Now, can we bring this? No, this is wrong. Man, come on now. This, that. All this work that I put in for these stupid ass apps, and sometimes like I said, they're not even worth it, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. They're not worth $1 sometimes, man. Trying to explain to you something. Yeah, I need more of these things. I got so many little things too. I should put more of them things out here. That's that. That's that. That was some more. That's that. That's that. Sad man, you said no worries. I mean, it's hard not to worry, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you just hope for the best in life, and just life kicks you right in the freaking face before, without you expecting it. I got my best mask on today. This is my best mask. You know what I'm saying? There's no better mask than this one that I'm wearing on today. I wear a mask every day. I wear a mask every single day of my life. Every time I come out my house, I got a mask on. But this one that I got on today, this mask is superb. I'm trying to tell you, it's the best mask that you could ever put in your face when you don't want people to know what's going on in your circumferences. 100%. You know what I mean? I work things out over here, man. Everything is everything. Messy one. Where are you? There it is. That's done. That's connected. Dash cam is on. This is gonna go right over here. They're just gonna be all these wires are just gonna get right there. I'm not gonna get. I mean, I could organize them. I'm not gonna be using this thing in here anyway. There, right into there. That goes right into there. That's that. Man, I'm missing one more thing that I gotta get done. How that's gonna be next time. I'm not doing that right now because I gotta go all the way upstairs to get it. They keep sending me messages for the octopus tablet because I'm not using it. I was ready to return it because if I can't make, I can't get no points when I'm running Lyft. Why would I want to run the octopus tablet? You know what I mean? If Uber's not really paying, you know how many trips you gotta do from Uber to get $25? I can't be running Uber all day like that. Not like that. Video save. Set up pause. Waiting for Wi-Fi for what? We don't need Wi-Fi. TikTok. I don't do TikTok. Waiting for Wi-Fi to install which one? I don't know what yet install. I'm installing what? Okay. Those apps need Wi-Fi. Okay, next time. Not right now. All right, that's done. Almost done, guys. Almost done. We over here trying to figure things out. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm not doing that today. I got everything organized. Give you guys a little bit of what's coming for the channel. I'm gonna be driving tomorrow. Hopefully, I can go live. I'm gonna see if I go live. But I'm leaving the state tomorrow, and we'll be working somewhere else. And then we'll be coming back to the state to come and pick up my family, and we're leaving because I'm not coming back to Chicago. I'm leaving. We're gonna move. We're leaving. It's just too much. Chicago has just been too much for us. So tomorrow I'll be on the road. I'm going, and then when I come back, it should be time to get out of here. That's what I got for tomorrow. And we're gonna be doing that tomorrow. And then I'll be making videos, pushing videos out. That's why I bought this thing that I just showed you guys that I installed today. And I show you guys how the videos are gonna be coming out. Because we did a little clip, and it looks like it's gonna work out. I gotta delete all of this stuff. Um just gotta figure out how to work this tablet. I haven't worked Android in a long time. I wanna make sure I delete everything and have room for everything that's coming in. I got a lot of clips, and I gotta download that other app that I own. use CapCut. I don't use CapCut. I don't want to use Kino. Although Kino is good, but over here, right? This thing down. This thing download. I mean, this thing is so fast, like a freaking iPhone. How fast that thing downloads? This is an Android. Look how fast that thing downloads. That thing would have took forever. I mean, this new tablet that I bought, look how fast that thing downloaded. It's already installing. It's already installed. That's my video editing app that I just downloaded. Holy crap, that thing just downloaded so fast. Where they go? There you go right there. That's how this is the one I use for editing. How do you take this thing out of here? I don't know this thing. How to take that thing out of there. What is that? This is what I used to. Damn, this thing fast, fast. I mean, I'm trying to tell you. All right, that's done. Finito. Finito now. No, because I'm clumsy, and I know I'm clumsy. Mhm. I have to, clumsy. You're clumsy. You gotta be careful with the things that you do. So I'm gonna keep my box, and I'm gonna put my tablet in here overnight because I'm clumsy. And when you're clumsy, you start breaking things without knowing. Um, Stay tuned for a lot of lives coming up, consistent lives. Um, I'm gonna get my mojo back. You know what I'm saying? I'm losing it. I lost it a little bit today, but I'm gonna get it back. Getting back on the road, getting back to work, and I want to really grow the channel. You know what I'm saying? I really want to grow the channel. I want to be more consistent with it. I haven't been consistent with it. I mean, so many things has been happening, man. Little by little, just everything's just been tearing me down a little bit. It's trying to tear me down, but it can't tear me down. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I might let myself go a little bit, but it's not tearing me down like that. It's trying. You know what I mean? Trying to tear me down. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the box. I'm gonna keep the box because I'm clumsy, and I'm very clumsy with it. So I keep the box, put it back in there. I broke the box today. I know. All right. So we keep the box, put it back in there. Um, that's done. That's done. Nothing is gonna fall off, I believe. So I hope everything is straight. We did it. I think it's straight. Let me see. Oh, I think it's straight. And if it's not straight, then it is what it is. Okay, that's that. That's that. These monies, I'm gonna have to throw them out. Let me see. No, I might not have to throw them out. Let me see. The iPhone one doesn't work, but does this one? iPhone doesn't work. But for the freaking tablet, my people, I was ready to throw them out. It doesn't work for the iPhone. Let me see. The iPhone part does not work. Let me see. What's going on? My man, that's an iPhone. It's a C type. That's the one I need. Let me see. Yeah, for the iPhone, it does not work. For the iPhone part, it doesn't work, but for the oh man, those videos are gonna come out crispier than crispy because I could use the mic and charge at the same time. That's why I can't use the mic for my no, I'm bugging. I can't do that. Hell no. Because it's gonna be on the top. Let me see. But I can still use the mic. It doesn't matter. It works. You know what I mean? I just don't like where the wire is gonna be from the top to the bottom. I need it from the bottom. That's not gonna flip. Gonna flip. It's not gonna flip. It's gotta be towards the front, homie. It's gotta be towards the front. Ain't it? Oh no, they work. It works backwards. Oh, do it. It works backwards. And that's what I needed, just like that. Because that's what I was going to buy. One of those chargers from Timu. But I don't need it. It's charging, ain't it? It's charging too. It's not charging. Oh, it's charging too. Holy guacamole. Hold on. Is it charging? Oh, that's charging. And it's working. I got some mics. And this look way better for me to so many wires, man. I was gonna jump into this car. They're gonna be like, what's going on with this guy right here? He got so much stuff going on in the front. Somebody's gonna end up taking a screenshot of this car and posting me online. Trust me. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about. Somebody's gonna end up taking a screenshot and be like, well, look at this freaking guy. Yeah, I know they took a screenshot of another driver that had a whole bunch of cell phones and a whole bunch of stupid stuff inside his car. And they took a screenshot of this guy and they posted it online. I think it was fake anyway, but you know what I mean? I think it was just somebody trying to get views and clicks. But check my whole front view. So if you look up front, I got my iPad, my tablet, right? I got the phone holder to live stream from, which when I put the phone there, it's gonna be a phone here where let me show you. So the live stream is gonna be like this, right? That's how exactly because I'm watching the live stream from my other phone. So basically, when you're sitting in the back, that's what you're looking at. That's exactly what you're looking at when you're sitting in the back. My whole front is covered. I mean, this phone holder comes out. I don't leave that there. I just got that there because I'm working. I'm doing whatever I'm doing over here. So you know what I mean. That's what we got going on. That's what I'm doing. You know what I mean. Trying to keep my mind off of everything that I got going on in my life and keeping myself sane. And this is the way I do it. Trying to invent stuff, get in the car, and I just stay in the car for hours. You know what I mean? If I wasn't live, this is what I was doing, listening to music and just being in the car, wiping it down, clearing my mind out. Why be upstairs? You know what I'm saying? Where, we already been upstairs all day, you know what I'm saying, on each other, talking and hugging each other and crying over each other and doing this and doing that. Oh, you went back and you seen what I was talking about. I just didn't want to keep talking about it. You know what I mean? No, you're good. You're good. You're good. You know, because that's not an everyday thing that happens. So nobody could be like, oh my god, something like that happened. You know what I mean? But you're good. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to pull through. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I do when I trying to keep my mind clear, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to keep my mind clear away from things. Okay, that's good. That's doing good right there. I'm supposed to look for this and that. I don't see when it's charging. I don't see going up. It's still at 36. How many phone holders I got? I'm the phone holder master, man. I'm the phone holder master. That's what I am. I'm the phone holder master. Alright. Trying to see. Because I think I gotta turn on the mics to record. Let me see. I'm trying to see if it's recording without the mic or it's not recording without the mic. Trying to figure it out. Imagine, I got a lot of phones. Well, not no more. I threw a lot out. I had about 40, about 34. I was gonna say 43, but about 34 phone holders in my closet. I threw a lot out. Right now in the car, I got one, two, three, four. I got four phone holders in the car right now. I was recording something to see if it's recording. Oh, I gotta use the mic. Let me see. I'm trying to see if it's recording without the mic. Without the mic. Trying to figure it out. So it's recording without the mic, but that's how it sounds. So let me see. If you tell me what. I got a lot of phones. So if you turn on the mic. I had about 40, about 34. Okay, so that's how it sounds without the mic. Is it gonna sound the same with the mic? Let me get it on here quick. Okay, so is it gonna sound the same with the mic, or is it gonna sound louder, clearer? I don't know. I'm trying to record something to see. I'm just doing whatever recording, cause you know what I mean. Yeah, I had about 34. But I'm gonna tell you why I had so many phone holders. Let me see how this one came out. That's not it. It's this one. Okay, so is it gonna sound the same with the mic? Or is it sounds better with mic. know. I'm trying to record something to see. I'm just doing whatever recording. So it sounds better with the mic. Yeah, I had about 34. This is without the mic. See, I'm trying to see if it's recording without the mic or it's not recording without the mic. Trying to figure it out. It's the same thing. There's no difference. There's no difference. Well, not no more. I threw a lot. There's no difference with the mic or without the mic. Let me see. Okay, so is it gonna sound the same with the mic, or is it gonna sound louder, clearer? I don't know. I'm trying to record something to see. I'm just doing whatever recording. You know what I mean? Yeah, I had about 34. I think I'll use it without the mic. Yeah, I think I'll use it without the mic. Cause it sounds the same. It doesn't. There's no difference. I don't hear no difference. Where's the garbage? Oh, it's garbage. Okay, trash. Yeah, but let me tell you why did I have a lot of phone holders. These mics are no good. I mean, it sounds like I'm talking on the mic. You know what I mean? It sounds pretty clear. It doesn't sound too crazy. So the reason I have so many phone holders is, right? Because in the beginning of my YouTube, when I started my first channel, I was live streaming, but the phone kept jumping, and the stream it was like all jumpy, and I kept buying phone holders to make it steady, to make it steady. The phone holder I got there, that's the last one I bought, and I was holding it steady because that's a truck phone holder. But little that I knew was that the iPhones, they started making them with focus after iPhone 12. So if you had an iPhone 12 and better, it doesn't matter what phone holder you have. The iPhone is not going to shake because it has focus. So it doesn't matter if everything is shaking, the iPhone stays steady. So I didn't know that because I had an A plus. My phone kept shaking and the streams always all crazy, and I didn't like it, so I keep trying to keeping the freaking shit steady, putting tape all over the place, trying to keep the phone holder steady. And it wasn't the phone holder; it was the freaking phone that didn't have focus. So no matter what I did, what phone holder I bought, it was still gonna look like a bubble and shake. So that's what I had so many phone holders. Keep buying phone holders to see which one was better. But what I had to do was buy a new phone, just like I got now, brand new phone, and I got the other brand new phone. And that's all I needed because both of them got focus. So it doesn't matter if I got a phone holder that's wobbly, it's gonna stay steady. You know what I'm saying? That's why my streams now doesn't go crazy. You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter what phone holder I use. You know what I mean? Yeah, they started making them from iPhone 12 and better. I got a 17 that I just bought. This is a 17, and the one I'm streaming from is a 14. So they both got focus. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's why that's the little I didn't know that. I didn't know that, so I kept buying phone holders. Kept spending money on phone holders. Now I don't gotta spend money on phone holders. I can stream from this one. This one shakes. But if I stream from this one, it's gonna hold it steady. It's not gonna shake like that. You know what I mean? All right, so that's done. That's done. That's charging, but very slow. This is charging, but it's charging slow, but it's still charging. So that's good that that's doing that. And the wires are not all over the place. We can keep the thing charging, and it's charging right there. Now I'm gonna need another iPhone, another C type. I need a C type. I need another C type because this phone is C type and that phone is the other one. I got a store. You want to buy one? I got all phones. I can sell you whatever you want. I'll give it to you $1 a piece. I'm still gonna make something back. So, you know what I mean? That's done. That's done. I was gonna wipe down the car a little bit. I'm not gonna wipe it down. I'll do that tomorrow. I gotta wipe down the whole inside. Um, yeah, I mean, I just went live because you know what I'm saying. Like, I needed to at least have a conversation about something else besides what I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? I'm about, how those people they do the lemonade stand and in front of the house and stuff like that. Instead of me having a lemonade stand, I'm gonna have a phone holder stand, and I'm gonna put a sign for Uber drivers so they can stop by because there's a whole bunch of Uber drivers out here, and some of them got some stupid ass freaking phone holders. I got all types, and I got them at a discount, so you don't gotta spend too much. You know what I'm saying? You got a nice phone holder for a nice discount. Just pass through my phone holder stand. It's right here. You might get a bottle of water with it. You know what I mean? Just for you to slide by. I'm trying to tell you, boy. I got a lot of Uber drivers around here. They'll buy a phone holder. Man, what else I gotta do? I don't gotta do much no more already. You know what I mean? All I gotta do is wipe down the car. I gotta put the octopus tablet back here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna do a phone holder business. That's why my wife said you should sell some of those. I threw them all out. I cleared my closet out. I had a whole bag. I had a whole bag of freaking phone holders. Man, I can't wait to get out of Chicago. You guys don't understand the way I'm feeling. Like I just gotta get out of Chicago. I gotta get my family out of Chicago. You know what I mean? I'm losing everything little by little here in Chicago. Everything. Sad. Sad. Yeah, I mean, most likely it's gonna be Ohio because the other state that I wanted to look into is Connecticut. But the thing about it is that Uber and Lyft are not really paying what they're supposed to be paying drivers in these markets. So I'm comfortable with the pay where I'm working. I feel like that's why we deserve to get paid where I'm working. When I can make $2,000 in 5 days, that's how much. That's how we're supposed to be getting paid. Um, for what I see, looking at these rides right here, they're not paying us the way they're supposed to. I could show you rides from Chicago right now, and I could show you rides from Milwaukee right now. I could show you rides from Indianapolis right now. We can compare all these rides. I can show you rides from uh, Ohio right now, and we can compare all these rides from all these cities, different cities on these states, and the best city that's paying is the city that I'm working in. So if I go to Connecticut, I'm gonna still see the same rides that I'm seeing here in Chicago, the same rides that I'm seeing in Milwaukee, the same rides that I'm seeing in Indianapolis, the same rides that I'm seeing in all these other states. That in reality, the 10%, the 20% bulls, the 30% bulls, the 40% bulls, 50% bulls is not really being paid the way it's supposed to pay. And I can compare those rides. Like anybody that's in Chicago right now, and you open up your app, your Lyft app right now, and go to your scheduled pickups. Look at the ones that they got here in Chicago. Look at look at how much they paying for the amount of time that you got that passenger in your car, the amount of miles. I don't care about the sum of miles. I care about the pay. They're not paying right now. You move that same scheduled pickup to another city, another state next to you. Like for example, if you're here in Chicago, you move that scheduled pickup to Indianapolis, and you click on that, you refresh it, and you look at the rides that's in Indianapolis. They pay better than out here. They worse, they bad, but they pay better than out here. Now you move that same scheduled pickup and go to Ohio, go to Cleveland, go to Columbus, go to Youngstown, go to Toledo, and look at those rides. You can see the difference in the pay. You know what I'm talking about? So for me to go to Connecticut or anywhere else, it's gonna be the same thing as me driving in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Because they taking advantage of all the drivers in these semi big states, semi big cities. They taking advantage of every single driver. Now small cities are paying, and that's because there's hardly drivers in the small cities because you got the local drivers driving around picking up the same passengers. I pick up the same passengers all the time in that city that I'm driving in, constantly. Pick up the same passengers. That's another city in Oklahoma that's paying the same way as the city that I'm working in, and you pick up the same passengers all the time. There's no drivers out there. They might have 30, 40 drivers, and the people that live there, they think that there's a lot of drivers. But when it's a person like me that don't live there and see that and see the type of rides that's coming in and how they coming in and how much you're making per the hour, because every 3 hours in that state, I'm making 100 plus. Sometimes $200. 3 hours. I haven't driven 12 hours on that state. The longest I drove on the whole day out there driving. When I'm talking about driving, not park waiting for a trip. I'm talking about driving with a passenger, busy. It's 10 hours on app. 11 hours the most. I haven't had a 12-hour day, and I've been making crazy money. You know, they taking advantage of drivers in big cities, and other people could tell you whatever they could tell you, but other people and other rideshare YouTubers are not driving to different states and matching these rides and matching how much they're paying over there, how much they're paying over here, how much they're paying over here. They're not doing this. They're doing it in their own state. The same sorrow trips that they get every day and the other drivers are getting every day, they getting it on their own state. They showing what they're getting on their own state. They only could speak on those type of rides that they get on their own state. I'm speaking on rides that I'm seeing when I drive to different states, different cities. I'm out there driving. So I will tell you, Chicago, you can make crazy money and all of this and all of that. You gotta put in 16, 20 hours to do that. A lot of other states don't. You gotta put in a lot of hours to do that. You know what I mean? When people tell you, hey, listen, they don't tell you how many hours they are out there. They might tell you, yeah, I made $400, $500 today. Easy. It came in easy. But in reality, how easy did it come in? Because to make $400, $500 in one day, it's not easy. You cannot be posting and telling people that it's easy when we all know that it's not easy. That's a crazy hustle. Sometimes to make $400 in some of these states, you got to drive. Sometimes max out the app. And sometimes to max out the app is 12 hours, right? But that's if you keep it on from start to finish. It's 12 hours. But when you turn it on and then you turn it off a couple hours later and then turn it back on and then turn it off again and then turn it back on 3 hours later and then you max it out, how many hours was you really outside? Was it 12 hours or was it 16 to make $400, $500? That's what I want to know. And people don't show that. You know what I mean? People always complain, oh, that Uber's dead, Uber's this, Uber's that. Okay. And some markets, Uber's is trash. Some markets, Uber is not what it is. You know what I mean? But if you never went to that market to explore, you're not going to know what's going on. Now, let me tell you something. When you live in a state, in a city, I'm going to put myself in that. I'm not going to talk about nobody. I'm going to talk about me. I live in Chicago, right? I learned this state, I learned the city, I learned how to run the apps here. I learned the ins and out. I learned the bad areas. I learned the good areas. I learned all this and all that. Listen to me very carefully. Before I learned this city, before I knew where the bad areas was at, before I learned where not to park and where not to go and where to stay and how to stay in an area where I'm gonna make the most, I was making more money than knowing my city, than knowing my state. A lot of us say, learn your state, learn your city, you're gonna make a lot more. But that's a 50-50 saying. It's a 50-50 because you can learn your city, learn your state, and you can make more, but you can learn your city and learn your state and make less. Let me break that down. When you don't know your city and you don't know your state, you're taking trips all over the place. You're expanding yourself to more opportunities. When you know your city and you know your state, you stop yourself from making money. Because let's just say, for example, here in Chicago, that's a trip going to the Wild Huntings and it's paying $50. at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. A driver that know his state, know his city, is not gonna take that trip. So he lost out on $50 because he knows that trip is going that way. I don't want to go that way. It's a bad trip. Blah 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 blah. Now he stays in this area. Now they send him $4 trips, $5 trips. Ah, it's slow. I don't want to take nothing. It's bad. But maybe if you would have took that $50 trip that was going that way, just because you know your state, know your city, you ain't take it. You probably would have got matched with a better trip over there than the one that you got matched with staying here. So I say that to say this. When I go to other states and other cities, I take trips that drivers in that state and that city does not take because they know they state, they know they city, and they don't want to take it because they probably had a bad experience or probably somebody told them no take trips going that way because it's whatever. But guess what? I'm going to that state, I'm going to that city, and I'm taking those trips that you're not taking. And guess what? I'm making a lot of money in your state, in your city when you're crying and you're not making no money in your state, in your city. And that's due to the fact because you started following a lot of YouTubers and started following a lot of drivers out there. No, don't do it this way. Don't do it that way. Don't take this. Don't take that. Don't learn your city. Learn your state. You're gonna make more. No. You're gonna stop yourself from making money. Now, when I turn on my apps here in Chicago, I don't want to take a trip because when I take a trip, the next one is gonna put me in an area that I don't want to go to. So now what I'm doing to myself, I'm wasting time. I'm outside park waiting for a trip that take me to the north side, northwest side, because I don't want to go to the southwest side. I don't want to go to the south side. I don't want to go to the west side. Because guess what? After midnight here in Chicago, if you take trips to the west side, it's problems sometimes. But not all the time. Probably 2%. If you take trips to the south side, supposedly you get carjacked. I never got carjacked in my life when didn't know the city. I was always in the wild hundreds, taking trips out there. And I was like, damn, why I can't be over there? Why I'm always over here? Why the apps keep keeping me over here? And then I learned that I was like, damn, now I know what to do. But then when I started knowing what to do, I was making less because when I was over there, I was moving around the whole south side where the surge was the highest because nobody want to drive out there, where there's a lot of trips because nobody want to drive out there when everybody's on this side fighting for trips because nobody want to drive over there. So now what I learned is I don't want to learn my city. I don't want to learn the state wherever I move. I just want to take trips. When I like the way I first started driving, I turned on my apps, cleaned my car, whatever trips came in, I move, I keep moving. Because in the first place, I'm coming out to my car to drive and make money. I call myself a driver, right? So why am I going to come outside for 8 hours and only take trips for 4 hours? But I'm gonna be in my car for 8 hours, and I'm only gonna take trips for 4 hours. I'm working backwards. So now that I'm taking trips for the whole 8 hours that I'm outside, I'm seeing a lot more money with less stress. When I used to come outside here in Chicago, and a lot of people that watch me from my first channel, a lot of my videos start instead of go. Today I'm going for $500. That's how I used to start my videos, and I used to make it. But I learned something as well. Setting a goal could backfire because when you set a goal, you want to get that number. If you don't get that number, You're gonna feel down. You're gonna feel like you failed. So why set a goal? Sometimes you don't set a goal and you come out to work and the trips come in, the money comes in, and you're like, damn, I already made this. But when you come outside, and you're like, damn, I'm going outside to make $400 today. You come outside and the trips don't come in, the trips ain't there, the right trips don't come in, and you just stuck for hours trying to figure it out. Now you stress yourself out. You got a goal set in mind. Now you ain't make it. Now you feel all upset. You go home. The next day, you probably don't even want to come outside to work. When this driver's not setting goals and they just coming outside, okay, I'm going out there for 9 hours. Let me turn on the apps, keep the flow going. I'm not saying don't cherry pick because you can't take every single trip that comes in. I'm not saying for a fucking $40 trip that's going 2 hours, 90 miles, 100 miles, take that. I'm not saying take that. We all smart. We all know what to take. We all know what's profitable for us. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about being outside for 8 hours and cherry picking because all the trips are going this way and I want to go this way and I don't want to take no trips this way. But if they send me a $42 trip going this way that's going 80 miles and I'm going that way, I will take it because I'm going that way. But then I'm going to come out here and tell you, don't take that 42 trip going that way because it's not worth it. That's for pigeons. But then I turn around and I take mines. So it's okay for me to take it. But I'm trying to tell you not to take that one. No, make your money. Whatever fits you, that's what you make. Don't learn your market. It's gonna take you away from a lot of money. I'm trying to tell you. That's why I don't want to drive in Chicago no more, because all the money's on the south side. And I don't drive out there because I learned not to drive out there. From who? From YouTubers. When before I was a YouTuber. That's how I learned the city. Following all the YouTubers and following all the drivers. Oh, you don't take trips going that way? Why? Why? That's why. Park by the airport, ear hustling. See how people was working. See how people was doing it. Oh, that's why. That's how they do it. That's how they stay on this side. That's how they stay under the search. But in reality, what am I doing? I'm killing myself for pennies. You know what I'm saying? And now that I'm not killing myself, I'm seeing better money. You know what I mean? Yeah, when I'm driving at is a small city, very small city. Everything is 20 minutes away. You know what I mean? It's a very small city. Nah, why would I do airport? Like I was looking at the airport queue. I'm not really working today. I mean, I'm um I was looking at the airport queue. There ain't really much. What I was looking at for the scheduled pickups that come out of the airport, but those rides don't look nothing like I want to take. You know what I mean? But I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it. Listen. After doing rides where I've been doing rides at, I don't want to turn on the app over here. You know, when you're making $100 for 40 miles on a regular Lyft ride, 50 minutes, why would I take a $17 ride going an hour and 10 minutes for 17 miles? I'm not gonna go down to that at all. And that's how they pay in. You know what I'm saying? I want to make $17, 17 minutes. And that's what I'm making where I'm at. $17, 17 minutes. $20, 20 minutes. I'm making $60, 50 minutes. Sometimes $100 50 minutes, depending if it's a 10%, 20% boost, 30% boost. If I catch it at the 30% boost going 40 miles, I'm making $150. Why would I come and turn on my apps here and stress myself out with these trips out here? I can't do it. You know what I mean? I've tried. I looked at them. It's not. I just can't do it. You know what I mean? I can't do it. Even the catering and all that, it doesn't seem worth it to me no more. Here, it doesn't at all. After coming, it's like, let me tell you like this. If you went, like, for example, Eric, I could use you as an example. Um, you went to drive for Uber Black, right? You felt the type of earnings you was making. You know what I'm saying? You told me it was a game changer to you. So now, you knowing that that's a game changer to you, and the type of money that you're seeing at the type of hours and the type of days that you're working, will you go back to pennies after feeling this over here? You will not go back. That's why you're doing deliveries right now. You're not driving X. You're not even driving XL because it's not worth it to you to step down from where you're at right now. So you rather do deliveries than going back to X or XL in your market because you know what type of money you're gonna, you're killing yourself. So I say that to say this. You see the type of earnings that I'm making. I text you a couple of earnings. I've been posting what I'm making. Why would I go out here and drive for 8 hours to probably make $200, $250? It's good money. Don't get me wrong. But am I really gonna make it a 7, 8 hours? Sometimes here, sometimes it takes 10, 12 hours to make $300. So I'm driving in a market where every 3 hours I'm making 100 plus, and if I push it harder, I could make 200, and then I could go out another 3, 4 hours later on in the nighttime and make another couple of dollars. I will not push myself back again. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna work 70 hours to make $2,000 no more. When I'm working 48 hours for almost $2,000. Mm? Why would I turn myself back? I'm gonna go back a little bit on this. Um, 58 hours online. 58 hours. 55 hours. No 60-hour day. No 60-hour week. No 70-hour week to make 2 grand. You know, I'm not gonna turn back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do it. It's like I step 10 feet forward to go back down this ladder You know what I'm saying? To go back down the ladder. I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I know what I can make out there. I'd rather drive 5 hours and start my day out there, and I know in 4 or 5 days I got 2 grand. You know what I mean? If I turn it on here, I gotta work the whole 7 days to try to push 2 grand, and I gotta be outside. You guys seen that many times, many times. Me on live, 24 hours, just live. Go back on live. Go back. You still outside? Went to sleep and you still outside? Y'all remember that? I can't turn back. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. I can't do it. I feel like I'm a slave at this moment if I turn on the app here. You know what I mean? Can you get a dollar? Hey, I got a dollar. Do I got a dollar? Everybody needs a dollar in this world. I got a dollar for you right there, buddy. Everybody needs a dollar in this world, man. There goes your dollar right there. Go on and grab it. It's all yours. Nice and crispy. I'm trying to tell you, boy. Yeah, I was trying to put the lights on and all that because the thing is that the cops been you know, I mean, when I'm out there parked, you know, and waiting for a trip or whatever, I hardly be parked waiting for a trip anyway. But when I'm parked, you know, sometimes they've been passing and looking, and since I don't got no signs, they don't know what I'm doing. They think I'm just parked, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. So with the signs, you know what I mean? The problem is that I got an issue with this stupid ass sign right here. Keep going off and on. You know what I mean? But we're gonna see if we can fix it. But yeah, that's why I put the lights back on. You know what I mean? You know, another state, they don't know how to act sometimes. You know, especially when you got Illinois tags. I don't know what's going on with the Illinois tags. I guess it's all that cartel bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They catch you with Illinois tags in another state. It's like you transporting something. You know what I mean? Especially New York. New York does not like Illinois tags. If you're in New York with Illinois tags, you're gonna get stopped right around the corner. They don't play that. They don't like Illinois tags and Connecticut tags. New York don't play that. And you get I ain't got a dollar. I need a dollar. I just bought an iPhone 17. I need a dollar. I need to do one more thing. I don't know what else I needed to do, but I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow. We just did everything that I was supposed to. I did. I put the iPad up. I got this tablet upstairs. Do that tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'm waiting for my wife to finish doing her crochet. If I go upstairs, we can lay down and talk for a little bit, watch a movie. She's crocheting right now. She's doing the last. Although we going through something, life doesn't stop. That's what I need people to understand. Some people might look at me and be like, "Damn, life does not stop. You gotta pay a bill tomorrow. You're gonna have to pay a bill tomorrow. You gotta go to work tomorrow. You gotta go to work tomorrow. They're not gonna say no. You can't go. They might give you 1 or 2 days off, but then you gotta go back to work. You know what I'm talking about? Life does not stop no matter what happens in your life. And that's the sad part about it. And that's why I'm fed up because something happens. You can't take a break. You know what I mean? But my wife is finishing up one of her orders that she's gonna finish up, or she could take some time off. Once she's done with that, then you know what I'm saying, I go upstairs and relax for the rest of the night, man. leaving, Eric? You out, Eric? Rascal, what's happening, my brother? How you doing? Over here trying to figure things out, man. I gotta wipe down this car too. I don't want to do nothing else. I mean, I'm chilling right now. Like I'm gonna have to go upstairs in a minute anyway. I just wanted to do this live a little bit. Do what I had to do over here, take care of what I had to take care. You know what I'm saying? I had to do the tablet. The tablet's done. I had to put the lights back up. The lights are back on. Everything is good. Everything else could be done tomorrow. Um, Tomorrow I'll be traveling. I'm out tomorrow, so I'm gonna go live onto the live overheats because it overheats on me in the morning time. Um, but I'm gonna be driving out of state tomorrow, and then what I'm saying, trying to figure things out, get my family out of Chicago. Chicago is taking everything away from us, and I don't want to keep losing stuff here in Chicago. If I'm gonna lose anything else, let me lose it somewhere else where I can recover from whatever Chicago has put my family and me through in the last 3 years and a half that we've been here. You know what I mean? And if if you guys just joined and you guys are wondering why am I talking like this and what's going on, just go rewind it a little bit, and what I'm saying, and I talked a lot throughout the whole stream what happened and what's going on for the most part. I don't want to keep talking about it because it's already on the stream, and I don't want to make the whole stream about one situation. You know what I mean? So if you're wondering why am I talking about and why am I talking like this, just go back on the stream and you you'll get to hear what I'm talking about, and then you know you will understand. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? But yeah. Other than that, man, I'm just chilling right now, and trying to hold myself together. You made 320 on Uber Eats yesterday. It was rocking. It was Mother's Day. That's why Mother's Day nobody cooks. You can get all the stuff. We order stuff. Everybody orders on Mother's Day. Holidays is like that. It's a great day to work. The holidays are great to work. That's cool right there. I could use this, and we could use the mics. That's what I like. Now I could use the mics. I could use this right here. I mean, everything's gonna be clear. Now all I gotta do is get that energy back that I kind of lost a little bit earlier today, but I'm kind of getting it back. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, life doesn't stop. Everything continues. You gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep moving. You can't let life stomp on you. You know what I mean? And you stay down. You gotta pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a light at the end of that tunnel. You know what I'm saying? You might see it, and it might be too far, and you might not be able to touch it, but one day you're gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? And when you make it, don't be surprised. Because I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. That's what I strive for. You know what I mean? That's what I strive for. I mean, that's where I'm going, Anthony. I can't work out here. I was gonna try to do a ride or two to test out the tablet and all that to make a quick test video, but I'm not even gonna do it. Like I'm looking at the tablet, I don't even want to look at. I don't even want to turn it on. Like, I mean, there's some rides that pay all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say everything is like, oh, you don't want to do nothing. It's just You don't want to take a ride going and then you gotta wait hours to get another one. How do you turn this thing off? Oh, it's turn off like an iPad. Oh, they made this real nice because it turns off like an iPad. It runs like an iPad. This thing is so nice. I mean, it looks like an iPad. I gotta get some new models. These models are trash. All right, so that's done. You know what I mean? That's done. Today we made the live like a little podcast, not a driving live. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's another thing that I'm bringing to the channel. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's been here already. Uh, I had it on my other channel. My podcast. We're gonna do podcasts once a week, and I'm not bringing nobody in. It's not open panels. Doing podcasts. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna have nobody come in and do me dirty and put porn on my podcast and shut my channel down all over again. So I'm gonna keep myself on the screen and I keep everybody else on the other side where they can't cause me no harm. You know what I'm talking about? Because they did me dirty last time. And I'm not gonna lose my channel. But we're gonna bring the podcast back up. As you guys can see, I already made the everything. Everything is everything. Guys look at my guys look at the picture of my channel. It changed a little bit. Right? But it changed. Rise Share Master TV podcast. Put the podcast at the bottom. You know what I mean? Even the everything changed on the channel. You see the new stuff on the channel? And you look at the picture, you know what I mean? I changed everything because we're bringing the podcast back up. You know what I mean? Talk about everything, a little bit of everything, a little bit of here, a little bit of there. You know what I mean? And it's sad because I created those open panels to make my channel unique from other channels because there's other channels that do panels, but they bring in the people that they like certain people. They don't bring everybody in. Like they don't interact with all these subscribers. And now I know why. Because you can't bring everybody in. You can't trust everybody. You know what I mean? They might fuck you up like they fucked me up. But I wanted to make my channel unique where I let my subs come in and interact with me on a different level. You know what I mean? And it was working in the beginning, but because I kicked this one person out, that one person up to this day cannot seem to let go. The person does not understand that people get kicked out, you move on to the next one, and you forget about whoever did whatever. But it seems like the person can let go, and the person is so upset that he got kicked out the channel, and he's trying to maybe prove a point. I don't know. So he decided to do what he did to my channel because he couldn't get me no other way. Because he keep posting on his little channel that's never gonna go nowhere. You know what I mean? That channel's never gonna go nowhere. I've been saying this from the beginning because of the way he is. Nobody gonna like him because of the way he is. You know what I mean? Because that's not the way you do a rideshare channel. Nobody's looking for that type of content. So, I'll let him be with his content, but he seems not to let go and keep posting little things on his channel, whatever the case. I keep getting emails. I don't pay attention to this shit because little that he knows is that I'm focusing on my light at the end of that tunnel. His light is not at the end of my tunnel. It's my light. That's what I'm trying to get to. So if I focus on that, I'm gonna lose myself on my path, and that's what he's doing. He's losing himself on his path, trying to focus on this over here, where nobody's focusing on that. It's like JC and Dame Dash. I don't know if you guys know the story about these two guys. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna tell you the whole story, but if you want to listen to it, go to these other podcasts and you guys can hear it. But if you guys been following some of these stories and know these people from back in the days, these people was great business people, right? But now they not. So one, which is Dame Dash, is always throwing shit and talking and trying to get JC to give him some feedback and take him out of character and all this. But JC is too focused on what he's doing for him and whatever he got going on that he ain't got time to respond to that nonsense or even pay attention to Dame Dash. Dame Dash haven't got a response from JC since day one. And he just keep going, trying to get attention, trying to get people to So I say that to say this. That's what this guy is doing. But he doesn't get no feedback. He doesn't get no answer because there's nothing there. I don't dwell about none of that. Even if I get these emails from what he's doing, I still don't dwell about none of that. You know what I'm talking about? I'm trying to tell you, boy. He's always been hating on me. Some people know who he is. I just don't like mentioning his name, but I don't really care about it. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people know who he is. A lot of people know what state he is from. But up to this day, he's still on me. Like he got kicked out of my channel 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, a year ago. I'm still getting emails from subscribers talking about, hey, look at this. Look at what this guy doing. And I'm like, what the you know what I'm talking about? He came into my channel and put porn on my channel and got my channel knocked out. The next day he posts on the channel, I get an email. He posts on his channel, oh, we got him this time. We got him this time. No, you ain't get me. You got one of my channels taken down. And you made me learn something. And I thank him for that. That's why I am the way I am now, because he showed me something and I learned. Yeah, he got one of my channels knocked down. But I'm still here. No went nowhere. And I'm still motivated. I'm still doing what I'm doing. I'm still the YouTuber that I am. Yeah, I'm small now. With only 87 subscribers. He knocked down my channel that had almost 2,000. My first channel had almost 5,000 subscribers. So it's like, I'm still gonna make it because I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this. It's not like I'm just making a channel because I'm trying to be like somebody or I'm trying to. I need attention. I don't need attention. I'm not trying to be like nobody else. I've been Chicago Ride Share Master. He found me as Chicago Rideshare Master. He thanked me so many times that he found my channel. Because if it wasn't for my channel, he wouldn't be hustling the way he's hustling. You know what I'm saying? These are the type of people that put a mask on and then show their true colors at the end of the day and then they expect you to kiss their ass. No, I'm gonna put it like this: I'm not responding, but I know he's watching because he's always watching. He's always on my dick. But I'm your master. You learn from me, and everything you doing is what I did. There's nothing new coming out of you, and I will be your master unto the end of times. Because you're still gonna be watching me and following me and looking to see what I'm doing. And I don't even step foot in your channel to see what are you doing. Because what you doing doesn't affect me in no way. And that's the message I got for this guy. Nothing else. Alex from Delaware. Have a blessed life. Ain't got nothing else to say from that. That's it. I ain't got have the best life you could ever have. It was great that I met you and you showed me who you was. But you can't even step on my toes. Have a blessed day, my brother. He's always been pocket watching. Always. You know what I mean? He tried to hustle so hard this weekend. He probably was out there for like 20 hours to make $400 or $500 just to make himself look good. Because that's all he does. He's just trying to make. He only poses when he makes $400 or $500, but he got to be out there 20, 30 hours. That's when he only poses just to make himself look good. He only got one person watching him commenting on his shit. Randy. He's the only one that comment on his shit. There's nobody else comment on his shit. Nobody else watches shit. Only Randy. He only answer Randy, and Randy put one comment and he puts five on top of that. Answering Randy. Nobody watching his shit. Nobody watching his shit. Because all he's doing is showing off. And whenever he makes good money. You don't know that. Ain't no drivers out here trying to follow somebody that shows. Oh, it's easy to make $400 or $500. No, it's not. Stop lying. It's not easy. It's not an easy thing to make $400 or $500. I don't care what car you got. I don't care what car you got. You can make it. It's not easy. Stop lying. Anyhow, back into my life. I don't care about none of that. You know what I mean? I just, sometimes you gotta ventilate. You know what I mean? I just vent. I just lost a child today, but I'm feeling great. You know what I mean? I gotta vent. You know what I mean? I just lost a child today. If you guys didn't know, you guys scroll back on the live I was talking about. You know what I mean? Lost my unborn child. Unborn child, lost it. You know what I'm saying? I'm moving out of Chicago. Chicago taking everything away from me. But I had to ventilate because that's why I came out for this live to take care of what I had to take care of in the car and ventilate and talk. And I had to add that little situation going on because I just need him to understand. Ain't nobody dwelling on nobody. The only reason I'm talking about it is because somebody emailed me today. Somebody emailed me today. And sent me his two channels. He got two channels. It's the guy that emailed me, and it wasn't Randy. Somebody else that subscribed to him that is one of my followers sent me an email with both of his channels. Now I got both of his channels, which I don't follow. I got them here, which I looked at one of them today, and that's how I know he made good numbers. But I know to make those numbers that he made in that market, he had to be out there 20, 25 hours. He was just killing himself out there to make that numbers. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I was in that market for 11 days. I know. There's no way in hell that market changed that fast. I drove in that market for 11 days. You got to kill yourself to make that money. It's not 8 hours, 10 hours to make that money. But you know how that's his money. That's what he made. That was good blessings. I ain't hating. You know what I'm saying? It's great blessings. You know what I mean? But I don't want to make this live about him. I just wanted to ventilate because I know he's watching, and I know he's always gonna be watching because he ain't got nobody else to watch. He ain't got nobody else to follow. Nobody else can motivate more than me. You know what I'm saying? He can watch other channels that got news and talk about ride share, but motivation where I'm motivating people to stay out longer and taking that last trip or taking an extra trip after you took that last trip to make your numbers look a little bit better. I'm doing that. I'm the one motivating people to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one doing that. I'm the one staying out on live when I was making those 24-hour lives. They stay longer, stay longer. I'm staying out. I'm staying out. I'm staying out. I had people in Florida making $300, $400 a day while I was live in Florida. The hardest market to make $250, $300. Felipe, I can't forget about that subscriber. He had a hard time breaking $150, $200 in Florida. I remember his first day that he made $300. He was stuck on my live all night, driving with me all night. And I'm like, wow, I made it. Took me a long time, but I made it. He was so happy the next day he made $300. If it wasn't for my live, he wouldn't be stuck out there. He would have been going home. That's the same thing with Alex from Delaware. That's the same thing with everybody that knows that been following me. If it wasn't for me being on live, hustling the way I was hustling, everybody would have been going home early. But everybody was waiting for me to go live, see what was happening on the day, see how many hours I was going to be outside, because they wanted to be outside with me. Because that was the logic. You come outside, you make money. You stay inside, you waste money. Hmm? Every time you go inside that door to your house, you got to spend money. Because either you're paying rent, you're paying a bill, you're doing something, you're buying food, you're doing something. But when you come outside, be outside, you're making money. And that was my logic. Be outside. And now everybody, even him, want to use that. I'm outside. Okay, use it. It doesn't matter. That's what I put it out there for. But don't act like you or anybody brung that shit outside because I was the one that put that out there from day one 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people learned the game from me. I mean, I show so many. I mean, I'm trying to tell you, if you would have been on my first channel from video one to the last video, I show everything, everything. How to stay, how to do this, how to stay away from traffic, how to make the most, how to come out of this, how to do this, how to do that, how to hold this, how to not take this, everything there, everything, all my secrets on that channel. You know what I'm saying? I put it all out. People was like, dang, you just throwing out jewels. You just putting everything out. I think I was the one that fucked up the pay here in Chicago. Says the truth. I think I was the one that fucked up. That, when I was making those videos, I had about 5,000 subscribers. My first channel, Chicago Ride Share Master. About 5,000 subscribers. You think Uber wasn't watching me? Hell yeah, Uber was watching me. They probably seen all the fucking money I was making. You know what I mean? And I fucked up the pay here probably. I was the only YouTuber in Chicago. Nobody else was in Chicago besides the rideshare revolution, and he was a YouTuber before me here in Chicago. I took over him, and I was putting more than what he used to put out there. because I was putting the app out there. I was putting the rides the way they could come in. I was putting everything. I'm not saying that I fucked up the pay, but I'm just saying I probably was part of that. That fucked up the pay here in Chicago by posting and posting and posting and showing and showing. Because I showed everything. I didn't put no shade on my shit. Then I started going live, and I started doing it live for hours, showing how to make the money in Chicago, stay in the area, doing this, staying away from traffic, don't do this, don't take an airport run at this time, don't do this, stay down here at this time, you're gonna make a lot more by taking. I was doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? And now I go to my regular spot to start my day off, and I can't even catch the regular rides that I was catching. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised. Uber got people watching social media people. And when you're at a certain point where you got a certain amount of subscribers, they watching you more than others. They not watching me now, but I could tell you they was watching my first channel. That channel was out there. Chicago Rideshare Master was out there. When I'm telling you it was out there, I mean everybody knew who the fuck I was. You had people that knew me that didn't even like me. Other YouTubers that subscribed to me and then they didn't even like me. They just subscribed to me to see what the fuck I was doing. Yeah, big YouTubers. I'm not talking about small YouTubers. I know what the Rideshare Professor, Mike Drop. They were all subscribed to me. All and that first channel. All of them was I subscribed to them. They subscribed to me. That's how I found their channel. I didn't know too much about their channel. I was like, who the heck is this? I opened up Rideshare Professor. Then I opened up. Mike Drop wasn't Mike Drop at that time. It was Uber Jeep AC. That's how he subscribed to me. That was his name when he subscribed to me. Uber Jeep AC. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, I don't know what's going on. But man, because there was no shade. I was making the money. I was showing how to make it. I mean, so many people. Listen, that channel, I had so many subscribers from all over the place. Hawaii, freaking Russia, all over the fucking place. All over the fucking place. Emailing me, hey, thanking me, telling me, if it wasn't for them finding my channel, they probably put it with the apps down. Because when everybody wanted to put the apps down, I was the one that was motivating and telling people, hey, there's still money out here to be made. Don't listen to nobody. Get out there, hustle, put in the time, put in the effort, put in the energy. You're gonna make the money. You're gonna come in with some. I'm trying to tell you, I was the one that was doing that in my first channel. When everybody wanted to put their apps down, all the YouTubers was like, this shit is trash. This shit is no good. This is nah. And how the heck this is no good when I was making all this money? It's still good. I was fed up that YouTubers, the way they were sounding on their videos, it sounded like they want to shut down the apps with everything that they were talking about these apps, and they're still doing it up to this day. It sounds like they want to shut down the apps just because you can make more money on the apps, just because you don't want to drive. That doesn't mean that I can't make no money. That doesn't mean that I don't want to drive. I want to drive. I want to make money. I know how to make money with these apps. I don't need to be watching you because you don't want to drive. Why would I listen to somebody that's not on the apps and is not driving and is just complaining about the apps and is trying to make it seem like they want to shut down the apps? That's what it seems like. You know what I'm talking about? That's why my channels are unique from compared to other channels. I'm not a news channel. And never been. Me looking for news for Uber, what's going on behind closed. I'm not in their panties. I'm not looking to see what the companies are doing. I'm looking to see new ways and how to earn. And the only way I could do that is being outside driving. I can't do that by looking on the internet and trying to find information what the fuck the companies are doing behind closed doors. That's not gonna bring no money into my pipe or any type of learning for me to increase my earnings out here. I gotta figure it out. I gotta go around whatever they doing for me to do whatever I gotta do to keep my earnings looking the same way when I started doing dabs. You know what I'm saying? See, you, you remember about that? That's been a long time. I try to tell you, that's been a long time. What was the name? It wasn't CC. Talking about CC, CC. Who's CC? Oh, the Arab lady, ain't it? That's what you talking about? The Arab lady from the last channel. I would never remember that. But anyhow, I'm gonna smoke my last cigarette. I'm gonna head upstairs. My wife is almost done with her stuff. 12:30. Um, gotta go spend the rest of the night up there and get ready for tomorrow. I got a long trip tomorrow. You know what I mean? Well, I can't see that comment. That last comment that you put there, I can't see it. You see, I could see master, but that yeah, I can't see that comment. Why I can't see that comment? What happened here? Oh, now I see it. Came in late. That's weird. Yeah, I hope she don't find me. I'm trying to tell you. She asked me one time if I could move her to the United States. If I could move her to the United States, I don't do it. I told my wife that. Because on YouTube Studio, when she used to write that language, there's a button that you press and you can translate it to English. And one of the comments said that. I deleted the comment. I told my wife, I show my wife, and then I deleted the comment. I was like, look at this lady. I'm bringing to New York. And one day she asked me, what do I do with all that money I make? None of your business. I pay bills. That's what I do with it. I pay bills. That's crazy, right? Knowing that I got a wife. Insane, right? I told her, oh, you want to share the bed? Yeah, that was insane. That was Cece, yeah. She probably gonna come through here too. That's how she found me last time. She kept looking for Chicago ride shit, and then all of a sudden I popped up. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, that in the ride shit community, that's one of the biggest things in the ride shit community. Man, it's just insane. But then again, my channel is an earning based channel, so it's most of it is my fault because it's an earning based channel. So I actually got to post earnings. You know what I mean? And but the thing is I'm not I don't post just when I do good. You know what I'm saying? I had posted videos when I made $75 out here in 8 hours. I had nights like that where I was driving for 8 hours and only made $75, and I posted that. That's the difference in between me and other people that's trying to create YouTube channels. I post even if I make $10 in 10 hours, and I'll post if I make 500. But other people will not post if they make 150. Oh no, I'm not gonna post that. I look stupid. No, that's real. That's $150 struggle right there. We need to see that. We don't need to see only $400 days, $300 days, $500 days. I want to see those $150 days, those $100 days. That's a struggle. That's part of the rideshare industry. We need to see that because if we keep posting good days only, that's how we're gonna get a lot more people into the industry. Oh my God, they're making $500. I'm gonna go quit my job and I'm gonna go do that. But if we post our bad days too, and we get a lot of those, people tend to be like, "Oh, wait a minute, you only had that good day that day, but these 3 days, they were bad days. I can't do this." You understand what I'm saying? So you got people out there that just post the good days, and then people look at that and they be like, "Oh my God, wait a minute, I could do this. Let me sign up for this." Although you can't stop people from signing up, there's always people. There's people signing. About 10 people just signed up right now as I speak for the apps. 10 people just got approved right now as I speak for the apps. 10 people just started driving right now for the apps. So it doesn't matter, you know what I'm saying? But then again, if you post everything from your bad days to your good days, then people tend to they'll think they'll be like, wait a minute, no, I'm not gonna break my back for that. You know what I'm saying? Then he was out there for 16 hours. Hell no. I'll work 8 hours and go home. You understand what I'm saying? That's the difference between me and other people trying to make their YouTube channels. They just want to make themselves look good. I post everything from $75 to whatever I make, from $2,000 a week to maybe $1,000 a week. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she came back and she knows she was wrong. And I took the mod away because my wife told me to take the mod away. And I'm gonna listen to my queen. She told, ain't no question. Oh, but I can't. No, ain't no but. If my wife tells me take that mod away, no question behind that. I'm gonna take it away. I don't care what it is. She probably seen something I ain't see on the chat. You know what I'm saying? But she told me take that mod away. She don't deserve that mod. So no question. I went on the laptop and I took the mod away. There's no question about that. Nah, you ain't missed nothing. We are talking about your girlfriend, Cece. Yeah, you remember her. I wasn't saying nothing about you. I don't know what Tiger's starting over here, but I ain't say nothing about you. I ain't say I read that comment that Tiger put there, but I ain't say nothing about you at all. I wasn't talking about you. I said, what? Do you remember that day? Oh yeah, that was that $100 trip that everyone is coming open up his mouth and bring all that bad luck into me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to. Just got the trip and they canceled right away as soon as Eric come into the chat. You know what I'm saying? Bringing all that bad luck over here from California over here. You know what I mean? They ain't want to come and send me a what, $5 cash app instead of sending me $100 cash app because I lost $100 ride. You know what I'm saying? He just want to send me a $5 cash app. Here, go go buy yourself a McDonald's coffee and a Dunkin' Donuts donut. That's what he said. He said you don't deserve nothing else. You don't deserve nothing else. But anyhow, I'm gonna hop out of this live, guys. I'm gonna go upstairs. It's about that time for me to go upstairs. I already finished doing what I was supposed to do. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. It's a hard day for me and my wife. We're gonna try to get through it, and hoping for the best for the future. You know what I mean? Like I said, you know what I'm saying? Thank you everybody for tuning in. Stay blessed, stay safe. I'll catch you guys out on tomorrow's live. We're going out to Ohio tomorrow. Peace, people.